I've always had the view that deciding when one's life was complete and bringing your life to an end at a time of your own choosing seemed a sensible option, at least for some people. So my interest was renewed when I found myself arranging care for my mother and my aunt, both of whom were in their 90s, both suffering from dementia. My mother's got other medical conditions as well that have caused her a lot of pain. I've obviously had extensive conversations with both of them. I know neither of them want to carry on living. My mother was in a very painful situation, and I had a number of visits to hospital with her. And I was quite shocked, I suppose, at some of the things that she had to go through. I saw her in agony 3 times in one day, and the final time in hospital, the doctor was about to do the same thing that had failed twice, and I had to break down in tears and say, "You've got to give us some proper painkillers. This woman's been in agony twice today, or 3 times today, I think it was, and he mustn't do the same thing again." And then eventually they listened to me, and they gave her some morphine and carried on with the procedure. The next day I went to visit her in hospital. I'd given them the advance decision and so on, and made it clear that she didn't want to be in pain or in distress, and she would accept any painkiller or treatment that would alleviate that, even if it shortened her life. And I was horrified to go and find her in hospital, sitting in a chair, crying and just saying, "I want to go to heaven. I want to go to heaven. I want to go to heaven." Repeating it like a mantra. My mother was a very religious woman. I say was because although she's still alive, she's suffering from dementia, which has got a lot worse since that situation. But she really just doesn't want to carry on. Because she'd asked me to help her to die. And I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard, and I thought, no, it's not the right way. It's not that I wasn't compassionate. I was very compassionate, but I just did not feel that it was the right approach in a society to condone murder, which is what it would have been. I just don't think that's the right answer. So I refused. I don't know whether that was the right decision. I'll never know. I see my mother suffering one way or another, physically, mentally, and I think maybe I made the wrong choice.